Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph and I'm here today with Racco, of course. Been a while since we sat in front of the camera. It's a bit weird always to do this channel updates to change spots. But here we are, Draco is ready. We're going to talk a bit about new patrons. We're going to talk about games that we filmed since we last were here, during the last month basically. We're going to talk about games that I played that was new for me and what I think about them. And finally we'll talk a bit about what's going to happen in September, October and so on. So let's start off with the new patrons. I'm so happy for this. A bunch of people have joined the Patreon. You can back it at different levels basically, and Patreon is, for those of you that aren't familiar with Patreon, it's a system, it's a pay webpage, patreon.com/bgwniramas, where you can support the channel monthly, and you can have $1 or $5 or $10 that you give to the channel every month to support us. And there's different rewards on the different levels, so everybody gets to join the Facebook group, the secret Facebook group, or close group, where you get to vote on upcoming videos. So that's really fun. If you haven't done that already, go check that out, because that'll be fun to vote for videos. Also, if you go to the $5 level, you will, or 10 for that matter, you will get to have your name at the end of each video with this new thank you to the producers. So you'll be a producer, you get your name or your company logo you can have, or a logo that you enjoy that you can have, that you want to showcase at the end of each video, and that's for as long as you're a patron. So that's a lot of views, that's a lot of videos coming out every year, of course. So the new patrons, there's a bunch of them, so I have to go by this list here. We have Jasmine, Ulf, Jonas, Emil, Mats, Patrick, Rickard and Tommy. Thank you so much for becoming patrons for Board Games with Niramas. Really appreciate it, all the support we can get, and all those money, the money that we get goes into improving the channel in different ways, making it possible to go to conventions and so on, getting footage from there and making more videos for you, the viewers. So let's talk a bit about what I've been filming together with Draco, some solo as well. So we started off with the mind. It was really fun trying to read Draco's mind. It's not really that easy. Yeah, but it was fun. The Mind is a really cool game. I do recommend it to play it with more than 2 players, and perhaps don't play it with pet dragons, because it's really hard to, yeah. Then we also did, of course, the Prelude solo. I've been playing solo for Terraforming Mars Prelude expansion, 5 of them. The 5th just came out on the channel, and I really enjoyed this. It's been really fun to do these solo playthroughs, one with each corp, and now I'm actually up to 26 videos, playthrough videos with different corps. There's 25 to the game, but I play the basic or the beginner corporation as a bonus as well. So it's a lot of playthrough material to watch. If you haven't, you can just click the link. What is it? I always keep forgetting this. I think it's up there. The little eye, you can click that to find the playlist for Terraforming Mars with all those videos, and just sit back, relax and have some popcorn or whatever because it's gonna take a while. Then we did the Kingsburg 2nd edition. This is a dice placement game where sort of workers being dice that you place and you get different benefits. You build up resources, you use these resources to build buildings that give you more special abilities and so on. It's really fun Euro game, midweight. I really like that one, Kingsburg 2nd edition. We also filmed ZooMaka, which is designed by fellow Swedes. I met them at Lincoln, and they provided me with the copy so I could do the run through, and I had fun playing that with Draco. I also played it a few times before that with friends and so on to learn it, but it's really easy to get into, really easy to play a card game, and yeah. So check that out as well. Then we did a video of Seven Wonders. Seven Wonders, it's an old game. I think it's 10 years old. Or maybe it's 8 years old. I think they had like 7 years last year. Anyhow. Yeah, I think it came out 2010. Really cool game. One of my favorite games, Seven Wonders. I so much enjoy it because you can play it with so many people, and it just goes smooth anyway. So we did a video together with the Leader expansion as well. And that was the voters in the Facebook group that voted for Seven Wonders, so that's why we did it, even though it's quite old and so on. So that's fun, and it's also nice for me to have this group where I can put out like 10 titles and then see whatever people vote for, and maybe they vote for something that I didn't really expect them to do, and it steers me in the direction on what I must film next, because there's so many games. I have a bunch of games that just sitting there on my shelf, and to know which way to go, where to start, what to film, really nice to get that help there. Then also got the Viticulture Visitor from Rhine Valley expansion from Stegmaier, from Jamie Stegmaier, the designer. Really fun that he sent that to me. I really appreciate it, and had fun playing that. Now I want to play that much more, especially with more people. I haven't had the time to do that yet, but I did a video, the solo playthrough, where you can see me play solo and see how the new visitor cards look and so on. Also, yeah, My Little Scythe was also one of these Stegmaier games, really cool that I filmed. I really enjoyed it. It's a family game, or sort of for kids more, and it's Scythe but in a much easier to grab package. So check that out, especially if you have children and you want to play games with them. So that's awesome game for families and children. So check out that video. All the videos I'm mentioning, by the way, are in the description. You can easily get to them. Just click the links down there. Then I played Mint Delivery and Mint Works together with Martin. He came over and we played some games, and we thought, yeah, let's film this, because Mint Delivery was just released from Kickstarter. It just came delivered from Kickstarter to people that backed it. I didn't, but I had a friend who did, so thank you for letting me lend that so me and Martin could play. Really enjoyed both of them. I heard some stuff about Mint Works before, it was really good, so I was excited to try it out, and the Mint Delivery I think was even better actually. Even though pickup and delivery is not really my favorite thing in the game, but I enjoyed it. It was so easy to grab, easy to get into, and still had a lot of, well, at least at 2 players, it was a lot of tactics, like, you know, where is Martin gonna go? Can I get stuff before him and all that? Then finally, we did a run through of Machina Arcana, 2nd edition for Kickstarter. The publisher got in touch with me a while ago and asked me if I wanted to film the prototype for the new Kickstarter they have the Kickstarter running now, so the link is down there as well. And I thought, yeah, let's do it. It's fun. I mean, it's a dungeon crawl. It's a merry style game. It's not really my typical game, but it was pretty cool. I like the artwork. I like the whole setting. A really nice one. It's not something that I might. It's not going to replace Gloomhaven for me, for example, but I think Gloomhaven is the best dungeon crawler because it's Euro mechanism into the dungeon feeling. This one was more like roll dice and so on, the classic style. So that's what we've been filming, and some unboxings as well. I usually don't mention them. You can find them, of course, in the list on the channel. Then also, I played some new games. That was new for me. I played Valeria Card Kingdom, which is sort of Machikoro taken to the next level in a fantasy world. So you roll dice, or Settlers of Catan, you roll dice and you get something depending on which number you roll. And then you get new cards, and those cards give you points and so on, but they also give you new stuff if you roll that number. So it's an engine building with rolling dice. It's pretty fun, lightweight. That was fun. I played Takenoko, which is an older, well, sort of older, a few years old game for families or children. And yeah, I thought it was really fun. It's really cool, the components. This little panda, painted plastic panda that you move around and so on. Draco really liked that. We really enjoyed that game actually. But that's of course, it's not a game I will be playing over and over, but it was fun to try it out a few times. Then yeah, the Mint Delivery, the My Little Scythe was new, of course. I already mentioned that. I played Behind the Throne, which is a card game where you're sort of trying to get sets of cards, sort of a bit like a trick-taking game. But it was some push your luck as well in it. It was pretty fun. It wasn't impressing me that much, but I thought it was pretty fun. Yeah, played it once. And then I played the King Domino expansion Giants, and I'm going to film that as well, so that's one run through that's coming really soon here with me and Draco. I like King Domino in its base, but it's way too I mean, it's really a filler game and way too lightweight for my taste. And Queen Domino I like as well. I haven't filmed that either. That's one of the ones in the queue to be filmed. But Draco wants to film Queen Domino because there's a dragon in it, and it almost looks like him actually. So we should do that, Draco. We should do that. But King Domino with the Giant expansion is an expansion for both King Domino and Queen Domino. You can add it to each, and the giants in the expansion didn't really add that much to they sort of block some crowns, which means you don't get points, and then you can send them to the other players. But the really cool stuff with the expansion was that you could do this with normal King Domino as well. I think you could have instead of, let's say, 3 players, you always put out 5 tiles on each time you put out tiles, and then those that aren't selected is removed. And that's really nice, because that means that whoever is in last to pick always gets a choice. Like we played 4 players, then there was always a choice, even for the 4th player, that like if I take the best tile, then I'm going to be last to pick in the next round, and that means normally in King Domino that means you just get whatever is left, which is, I think it's boring, but now you get a choice. So yeah, really nice stuff. And also it comes with the tower. I have the tower already, promo tower from Essen, but this has a tower with a giant on it, where you can put all the tiles and you draw them from the tower. I'll demonstrate that in the run through when we do that. It's in a week or so. So that was the new stuff basically, and let's talk a bit about what's coming in September, and that is the 2,000 subscribers giveaway. This has been a bit delayed because we're up to over 2,100 subscribers now, but I'm waiting for some stuff. I'm getting stuff from publishers and so on that I can give away. So I'm waiting for some stuff. So yeah, I hope they deliver soon so we can get it going. And it's going to be really fun. It's going to be the same thing for you that have been around a long time. You're going to recognize it from like when I did 1,000 subscribers, because it's going to be like you send me a message, and that means that you're in the. You don't need to answer any questions or anything like that. You just send me an email, say hi. And this time I think I'm going to ask you to just tell me what's your favorite video on my channel that you have seen, just for fun, because it's fun for me to see what videos you enjoy. But all that comes soon, I hope in a week or 2. I know that there's like this chain of deliveries, so I'm waiting for one to get the game from another to get, yeah. But there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be several games, promos, t-shirts. I got t-shirts, so t-shirts like this are going to be out on. I got a bunch of these to give away, and it's going to be really fun. So finally, I want to give a little shout out to a friend of mine, Jonas, who have a company called Gamer Travels, and he's a Swedish guy living on Tenerife in the Spanish Isle, the Canary Island, and yeah, I got a cup from him with the Gamer Travels logo on as well. And what they do is basically they arrange vacation travels from Sweden to Tenerife for a week, I think it is. And you can bring your kids and all that. You go there and you can have like they arrange so that during the days you can do whatever you want. You can go swimming and sunbathing and all that. But in the evenings they have board game events, so you can play board games in the evenings. I think they even have people like helping you, taking care, like babysitting and so on, so that you can, as parents, you can play games together in the evenings. So that's something I really like the idea. I think it's really cool. One of these times, I know they did one week just now in August, and they're going to do another one in December, I think. So hurry up and check out Gamer Travels. The link will be down here if you find that interesting. Check that out. And sometime in a few years, I'm gonna go myself, I think, on this, just because it would be so fun to just hang out with people playing board games every evening. And also, my sister lives on Gran Canaria, which is where Draco comes from, actually. So Draco wanna go. This is the island next to Tenerife, so it's just like a boat ride in between. So I'm thinking I should go somewhere sometime and also visit Jonas and his family. That would be fun. So a little shout out to gamertravels.com, I think it is. Sorry if it's wrong. Check the link down in the description. I will put some text here and so on when I do the editing later on. So that was the channel update and news for September, basically talking about August and so on. And we'll be back in a month or so. We're going to have Essen, of course, in the end of October, and then I think I won't have time to do much else than just film games all the time. So that's going to be really fun. But until then, take care, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great evening or morning, or whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye-bye. Be like Draco. Follow Board Games with Niramas on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find us at BGW Niramas.
Board Games with Niramas is sponsored by Alara Games in Sweden.